would like to briefly review figured bass. Figured bass was a shorthand writing during the Baroque period. Baroque period was about 1600 through 1750. Figured bass was especially common during the second half of the Baroque period. And it was a shorthand writing, so it was an entire piece of music really in one line of music and some figures. So the line of music was a bass line, and the figures what later really became inversion symbols. And with having these figures and the lowest note given by the bass line, musicians could reconstruct the entire chord and play it on the keyboard. So figured bass would normally be played by a low melody instrument such as a cello or a bassoon, and by a keyboard instrument such as a cembalo or a clavichord, harpsichord, or organ, of course, or the predecessors of the piano. So there's always the bass note is always the lowest sounding note, and there's always a figure, even if it seems like there's none here, right? It is blank, which means it is a root position triad. So in this key, which of course we can identify as F minor, but it's not necessary to know it is F minor, only if we want to attach Roman numerals to it. This chord here would be a root position chord. F is the lowest note, and the figure is blank, which means it's a root position triad. So with this key signature, which has A flat in it, this chord would be F, A flat, C, or in pop symbols, an F minor triad. Now A flat is the lowest note here, and the 6 indicating it is a first inversion triad. So a first inversion triad has the third of the chord the lowest sounding note. That means the A flat must be the third of the chord. If A flat is the third of the chord, then F is the root of the chord. So that means this also is an F minor triad played over A flat. So an F minor triad with A flat being the lowest note. Now here we have a 6, the number 6 with a line through. The line through has a special meaning. It means raise that interval above the bass note. That means raise the sixth above the bass note. The bass note is G. The interval of a sixth, the generic sixth above G, is here in this space, which is E flat, and we have to raise it so it becomes E natural. So there's no E flat but E natural in this particular chord, and the 6 also means that the lowest note is the third of the chord because it's a first inversion triad. So if G is the lowest note, then the third below G is the root of the chord, which in the key signature would have been E flat, but we just said the line through it, the number 6 means we raise this 6 because it's the sixth above G, which is also the same as the third below G. So the root of the chord really is E natural, and it is a triad. So this chord is an E chord, so it is spelled E, G, B flat, because B flat is in the key signature. So it is an E diminished triad. The next chord gives us E as the lowest note and says it's a 7th chord. The 7 meaning a root position of a 7th chord. So with the given key signature, we would spell the chord E, G, B flat, D flat. E, G, B flat, D flat, which is an E diminished 7th chord. An E diminished 7th chord. F with no number underneath, meaning it is a root position triad with the given key signature. The chord is spelled F, A flat, C flat, which is the same as the beginning, an F minor triad. Now we have a B flat in the bass, because the flat is in the key signature, a B flat in the bass, and the figure says 4-2. 4-2 means third inversion, seventh chord. That means the B flat is the seventh of a seventh chord. So if I spell it backwards down, then it would be B flat, G, E flat, C. However, the line through the 4, and it was written differently by different musicians. Sometimes the line was just through an extension of this 4, or sometimes the line through was exactly through the 4, means raise the fourth above the bass note. The fourth above the bass note in the key signature is E flat. If we raise it, it becomes E natural. So instead of C, E flat, G, B flat, we have C, E natural, G, B flat as a chord. So this really is a C7 chord. This is the same as our second chord here, an A flat in the bass with the number 6 indicating first inversion triad, meaning the A is the third of the chord, means the root of the chord must be F. So it is an F minor triad. And now we have a C, and in the figure says natural, a natural sign, 5, 7. Now, if the natural sign is not next to a number horizontally under the same chord, then it refers to the third above the bass note. That means we have to apply the natural sign to the third above C, which in the key signature is E flat, but it becomes natural. So it's C, E natural, G, B flat. So 7 really indicating this is a seventh chord. So C, E, G flat, B flat, C, E natural, G natural, of course, B flat, so that is a C7, and going back to the F minor triad. So of course, we know it is F minor, the piece is in F minor, and we can translate this easily into Roman numerals as well. So I'm writing them down here. So we are in F minor, colon, the first chord is 1, then F minor over A flat is 1-6. The E diminished is of course 7 diminished 6. Then it is an E7, which is 7 diminished 7, resolving to Roman 1, C7 being in third inversion, of course, being 5, 4, 2, F minor over A flat is 1-6, C7 is 5-7, resolving to 1. So this is our harmonic progression, and if I play this, we should always try it, of course, to play the music so we know how it sounds. So to review, in figured bass, we have a bass note which is really the lowest sounding note. The inversion symbols the figures tell us, really, we know the figures today as inversion symbols. So 6 meaning first inversion triad, 6/4 would be second inversion triad. We didn't have it in this example. 7 means root position 7th chord. 6/5, we didn't have it in here. 6/5 meaning first inversion 7th chord. 4/3, we didn't have that in here, meaning second inversion 7th chord. 4/2, third inversion 7th chord. Right? So, and with that, we can reconstruct the chord, because if we know that a bass note is the third of the chord, we know that the third would be, if the bass note is the third of the chord, we know the root is the third below this, and so on. So we can reconstruct the chord and identify the harmonies, and thus the keyboard player would be able to play the piece of music.